Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about the reaction of metal with acid. Any metal reacts with acid, salt and hydrogen is produced. Today we are going to talk about the three types of acid or three examples of acid. The most familiar acids that we are going to talk about are hydrochloric acid, nitric acid and sulfuric acid. In order to find out the compound, which is salt, that is produced from the reaction, we try to make the acid into ions that make it up. Since acid is a compound, it is made up of ions. It is not made only of one type of elements. It is made up of more than one element combined together. It is a compound. In order to find out the name of the salt that is produced, it is easier to make it into or to split it into ions that make it up. Hydrochloride. Hydro is the hydrogen ion. Chloride ion refers to chloric here. So hydrochloric acid is split into hydrogen positive and chloride negative. Now, when any metal reacts with acid, all metals are positive ions since they lose electrons. So the positive combines with the negative ion from here. So it will become metal chloride plus hydrogen as a gas is released as a gas. By the way, all acids, once they dissolve in water, they release hydrogen ions. And these hydrogen ions actually are released as hydrogen gas or molecules by the end of the reaction. Suppose that the metal is magnesium. Then magnesium chloride would be produced. If we had sodium, sodium would be produced. Sodium chloride would be produced. Okay. Now, let's go to the second type of acids, which is nitric acid. Nitric, the same, it is another type of acid or another example of an acid. We try to make it into chunks or we split it up into the ions that make it up. It is split into nitrate, which is negative, and hydrogen, which is positive. All acids release hydrogen positive ions. Now, when any metal reacts with nitric acid, all metals are positive. The positive goes with the negative here. So, the reaction would be as the following. If we had any metal reacted with nitric acid, then metal nitrate would be produced plus hydrogen. If we have this sulfuric acid, sulfuric also we split it into sulfate and hydrogen. Sulfuric acid into sulfate negative and hydrogen positive. All metals are positive as we said. So metals react with sulfate. So if we have magnesium, then it is magnesium sulfate. If we have sodium, it is sodium sulfate. This is the salt. If we have calcium, calcium sulfate and so on, plus hydrogen gas.